Alrighty, good morning, Arkansas. We do have a tornado warning currently in place here. Give me 1 second here. Let me get the warning up. Tornado warning for western Prairie County in central Arkansas, northwestern Garland County in central Arkansas, southeastern Yale County in central Arkansas, and northeastern Montgomery County in western Arkansas until 11:45 a.m. At 11:03 a.m., a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado. It was located 10 miles east of Muddy Creek Wildlife Management Area, or 17 miles northeast of Mount Ida, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So this is moving very fast off to the northeast. And locations impacted include Ola, Plainview, and Yale County, Centerville. Give me one moment here. Sunlight Bay Park. And if you're in any of these areas, and let me see if I can't get some highway names off here as well. Give me one moment here. If you're on State Highway 314, State Highway 7, and State Highway 60, go ahead and get ready to take your tornado precautions as well. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you're outdoors or in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Once again, this is a tornado warning for western Prairie County, in central Arkansas, northwestern Garland County, southeastern Yale County, and northeastern Montgomery County in central and western Arkansas here. Is this moving off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour? Let's put a track on it. Is this moving off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour? So it is moving along pretty fast here as well. And we're going to have to watch that Texarkana storm as well. So this is moving off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. Once again, at 11:03 a.m., a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado. It was located 10 miles east of Muddy Creek Wildlife Management Area, or 17 miles northeast of Mount Ida, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. If you know anybody in this area, go ahead and tell them to take their tornado precautions now, as this is moving off very fast to the northeast. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you're outdoors or in a mobile home. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris, as this is moving off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. Once again, this is the only tornado warned storm in the state. We are watching a few more storms as well, but right now this is the only tornado warned storm in the state. So let's get back on to it. So this is moving off to the northeast here, and you can see the track on this and some timing on this as well. Right over here let me move it down some. Is this moving off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour? And give me one moment here. Just give me one moment. Alrighty, we got you, Cameron.
Hey guys, it's Cameron back here again. I'm gonna help you out, Noah, while we're still getting on route for chasing, guys. So we do have a new tornado warning that is in effect. I'm gonna turn this off so there's no audio going through it. No, if you could do me a favor, let's go over to velocity real quick and show everybody what's going on. If you have any interest along Interstate 40, that is the Morrilton area, the Casa area. That is going to go for those areas. If you know anyone that's traveling between Conway and Russellville right now, Interstate 40, they need to stop where they are and they need to get to shelter immediately. This storm is moving at almost 70 miles per hour, so you're not going to have a lot of time to take shelter. So you need to take your tornado precautions, meaning that's getting away from windows, as many miles to unit outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home as soon as possible, guys. So before this storm is moving to the northeast at almost 70 miles per hour. So that limits your time to take shelter. So any interest between Russellville and Conway along Interstate 40, you need to take your tornado precautions immediately. Okay, so Morrilton, you need to seek shelter immediately. I don't care if you got to blow somebody's phone up. I don't care if you got to do whatever you got to do to get them to take your tornado precautions. Please do it immediately, guys. So before any interest between Conway and Russellville along Interstate 40, they need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately. Now, Greenbrier, you're on the outer edge of this track. Noah, I will want to watch this storm pretty closely because it is going to be moving northeast at about 70 miles per hour. So it's not going to waste any kind of time getting towards Interstate 40, guys. So if you know anyone in Atkins, between Atkins and Morrilton right now, Interstate 40, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. And that includes also Highway 7, Highway 154 as well. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately in this area, guys. Okay, so interest along Interstate 40, between Russellville and Conway, that is going to be for the Atkins, and that's going to be for the Morrilton area. Take your tornado precautions immediately. This will not impact downtown Conway. Atkins, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Morrilton, you need to be seeking shelter immediately in these areas. If you are traveling on Interstate 40, or you know anyone that's traveling on Interstate 40, they need to stop where they are. They need to find a gas station, a grocery store, or something, and take cover immediately. This is moving due northeast at 70 miles per hour. You're not going to have a lot of time to mess around with this storm, guys. So it'll be near Atkins and Morrilton right around 11:45 here. So that gives you 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind at this point. We're going to have to watch this very closely at this point. But the flow right now, there's a lot of people say that this thing can change track, and it can. I do agree. But right now, with the flow coming out of the southwest, it's going to force this due northeast. So I'm really worried about areas along Interstate 40 right now. Conway will watch you guys at this point, but I'm more concerned for the Morrilton and the Atkins area right now. You guys are in direct path along Interstate 40 at this current time. So take your tornado precautions immediately in this area and get away from windows here. You go ahead, Noah.
Yeah, so to repeat, it's a tornado warning in effect for western Prairie County, northwestern Garland County, and southeastern Yale County, and northeastern Montgomery County in central Arkansas until 11:45 a.m. At 11:03 a.m., a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado. Was located 10 miles east of Muddy Creek Wildlife Management Area, or 17 miles northeast of Mount Ida, moving northeast at 70 miles per hour. So you're going to want to go ahead and take your tornado precautions if you're in any of these areas, and if you're downstream from these as well, or downstream from this warning as well. Let me get some highways in the path of this as well. State Highway 314.
Noah, that's going to go for the
State Highway 7.
I was going to say, Noah, that's going to go for the Pottersville area, the Atkins area, the Blackwell area, the Morrilton, Plummerville, any interest along Interstate 40. So if you're between Russellville and Conway right now, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. That's going to go for the track of the tornado potential, and it's going to go for any potential east shift of this track. So that's going to put the the Menifee, the Morrilton, the Blackwell, Atkins in.
Yeah, and I think, give me one moment here. Cameron's cutting in and out as well. So, to repeat once again, give me one moment here. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning as well. That is tornado possible tag down here in southwestern Arkansas as well. That we'll continue to keep a close eye on. And this one. Give me one moment here. Let me read off this one as well. This one's moving east at 50 miles per hour as well. Down there in southwestern Arkansas, that severe thunderstorm warning does include Hope, and it does have the tornado possible tag on it as well. But back up here to this tornado warning. Give me one moment here. Give me just one moment here. So once again, this is moving off to the northeast at 70 miles per hour. This is tornado warning in effect for western Prairie County in central Arkansas, northwestern Garland County in central Arkansas, southeastern Yale County in central Arkansas, and northeastern Montgomery County in western Arkansas until 11:45 p.m. And if you're traveling between I-40 and between Russellville and Conway, or know anybody traveling on I-40 in between Russellville and Conway, go ahead and tell them to take their tornado precautions as well. As this is moving off to the northeast at 70 miles per hour. So once again, if you're in Atkins, you can go ahead and take your tornado precautions. Same for Plummerville and Morrilton as well, as this is moving off to the...
I know, I'm still here, by the way.
Alrighty.
We're good on this. Alright. Yeah, I'm still here as well, Noah. So, simple for guys, any interest along Interstate 40 between Russellville and the give me 1 second here, I'm going to pull this up. That's going to be between Russellville, the Atkins area, the Moulton area. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. That's going to go for the Hattieville area and also Springfield over here. Now, so far, this will stay mainly away from the Conway area. Conway, I would watch the storm pretty closely because this thing can easily take a right turn at any moment. But I would definitely take your tornado precautions right now. So Atkins, Moulton, we've been harping on you guys for about the last 10 to 15 minutes. You need to seek shelter immediately in these areas here.
And we did just get a new update on the tornado warning. Give me 1 second here. Let me
switch over.
Get it to...
Hey, no, do me a favor. Let's go ahead and go back over to velocity real quick and show everybody. There we go. All right. So it's going to be kind of lagging on my side a little bit, but there's the area of rotation right there, guys, where those purples and that green meet up combined. That is where that area of rotation is. So he's got a track on it. Noah, you're doing a great job today. We've got Perry, we've got Atkins, we've got Moulton, Plummerville, and Menifee within this track here. So those areas, you have roughly 20 to 30 minutes to seek your tornado precautions. Your area is not under a tornado warning yet. However, this is tracking your way. Take advantage of the time now. You're not under a warning at this point, but you need to take advantage of the time here. Remember, this storm is moving northeast at almost 70 miles per hour, okay? You do not want to waste any time with this storm here at this point. You need to be seeking your tornado precautions immediately in these areas, guys, okay? So, to repeat, I'm going to read the tornado warning one last time. Okay, so the tornado warning is going to go for western Perry, northwestern Garland, and southeastern Yale County until 11:45. Supernational producing tornado was located in Plainview and Yale County, or near Danville, moving northeast at about 60 miles per hour at this point. So roughly about 60 to 65. It may start to accelerate up towards 70 at some point. You need to be seeking shelter immediately. 50 miles per hour is still relatively fast at this point, guys. So you need to be seeking shelter immediately in these areas. So Conway, I know everybody's worried in the Conway area, and I understand that. But right now, this is going to miss Conway to the north and west at this point. Stay on guard if you are in Conway, okay? This is what we've been telling you guys for the last couple of days, is to have a mindset that, hey, if there's a warning, be ready, okay? If a warning goes out, be ready to go at this point. I'm mainly concerned about areas west of Conway at this time. I'm more worried about the Damascus, the Greenbriers, the Moulton area, the Atkins area at this point along Interstate 40. This is what we've been talking about, folks, okay? If you're in Conway right now, have a plan ready to go just to be on the safe side, but this should miss Conway to the west, northwest right now. I know you guys are not under a tornado warning downstream at this point, but keep in mind that this will push northeast at about 60 to 65 miles per hour. Go ahead, Noah.
Yeah, so, sorry, give me one moment here, because I was trying to get the tornado warning to update on my end, and it is not. But to repeat the tornado warning, it does go until 11:45 p.m. here, and let's go ahead and I'm going to get some highways named off in the path of this as well. Just give me one moment here. So, State Highway, State Highway 60, State Highway 7, as well as State Highway 10 and give me one moment here as well. And go ahead and take your tornado precautions if you're in any of these areas. This is moving off to the northeast at 70 miles per hour here. And to repeat, a tornado warning is in effect for western Prairie County and northwestern Garland County and southeastern Yale County as well. As this is moving off to the northeast at around 70 miles per hour. So go ahead and take your tornado precautions once again. Give me one moment here as well. And once again, if you know anybody that is on I-40 between Conway and Russellville, tell them to go ahead and take their tornado precautions as well. And if you're in Morrilton, go ahead and take your tornado precautions as well. Conway, you still want to keep a close eye on this storm as well, because this is just going to go to the north of you, but we still need to keep a close eye on it as well. Give me one moment here. Okay, so the update just finally did just show up on my end. So a tornado warning still remains in effect until 11:45 a.m. for western Prairies, northwestern Garland, and southeastern Yale counties. At 11:16 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado. Was located near Plainview in Yale County, or 11 miles southeast of Danville, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. So it is starting to slow down, but still go ahead and take your tornado precautions as well. As this is moving off to the northeast at 60 miles per hour. So continue to take those tornado precautions as well. If you're in Morrilton or if you're in any of these areas that we've mentioned before, go ahead and take your tornado precautions. Move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors or in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Hey, Noah, if you can do me a big favor, let's go ahead and show everybody what's called a correlation coefficient as well. That's going to tell everybody what's going on here. So there's been a lot of people asking, is this on the ground, etc. Folks, I want everybody to do us a big favor. Don't wait for it to touch down today. Okay, don't wait for it to touch down or anything like that. React before it touches down. React before it has a chance to touch down, guys. This is a very volatile situation. Me and Derek are out on the roads right now, and I'm going to tell you this right now. The atmosphere is very prime for severe weather at this point, guys. Do not try to see this tornado or anything like that. Don't wait for it to touch down. I know a lot of people will try to see it before they react. Do not do that today, guys. It's putting you and everybody else around your life at risk. You need to react before it touches down today, guys. It's gonna that reaction could potentially save your life today. Okay, you need to react quicker than trying to see it touch down. Okay, if the tornado warning go out, take cover immediately. Okay, don't wait for it to touch down or anything like that. Go ahead and take shelter before it has a chance to do it. A very volatile situation setting up. And Noah, I'm looking at the latest guidance right now, man, and it does not look good for Eastern Arkansas for today. It's a very, very serious situation setting up. I do fully expect tornado watches to get extended further down the road as well. Folks, if you need timing information, please take a look at the page. It's pinned at the very top, so you can't miss it. So before, guys, if you're in this tornado warning at this point, take cover immediately. But my advice to you, if a tornado warning goes out or we have a situation where we have multiple tornado warnings today, react, which we will, react before it touches down. That's the biggest advice I can give you. You need to react before it touches down. That way it saves you and the ones around you's lives today here. Go ahead, Noah.
And also, we did just have a new severe thunderstorm warning that does have a tornado possible tag. That is goes in effect for northwestern Stone County, eastern Searcy County, and southeastern Baxter County, and southeastern I'm probably going to butcher this county name. Marion County. I'm sorry about that, but so this at 11:23 a.m. a severe thunderstorm was located near Marshall, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour, and that warning does go into effect until noon. So that does have a tornado possible tag on it as well. But once again, we do still have that tornado warning in effect until 11:45 p.m. for, give me one moment here, for western Prairie County and northwestern Garland and southeastern Yale counties. At 11:16 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado. Was located near Plainville in Yale County, or 11 miles southeast of Danville, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. So once again, this is moving off very fast to the northeast at 60 miles per hour. So if you know anybody that's on Interstate 40 between Russellville and Conway, they need to be in their tornado safe spot, as well as the people in Morrilton and Plummerville as well. Go ahead and take your tornado precautions as well.
Okay, Noah, the tornado warning for northeastern Montgomery County has been canceled. The tornado warning remains in effect until 11:45 for Perry, Garland, and southeastern Yale counties. Storm is moving east at 60 miles per hour, so let's go ahead and show everybody a track as well. It's going to include the same areas, but I will say if anybody that's on Pettigene River, they need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately. There's also a Forsyth Mountain recreational area, the Plainview area, also towards, St. Pettigene, the Garden Point recreation area as well, and also Centerville. They need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately, guys. So Little Rock, National Resource in Little Rock is urging everybody that if you are under a tornado warning, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Okay, you don't wait for it to touch down or anything like that. This tornado is rain wrapped. It is within that cluster of storms moving due northeast. So you do not want to waste any time. You want to go ahead and seek shelter immediately. And I want to stress the little bit of an advantage that eastern Arkansas is going to have over western Arkansas is if you're in eastern Arkansas, it's flat land, it's farmland, so you'd be able to have a little bit of time to react. Western Arkansas, it's mountains, it's trees. You're not going to see it until it's literally on top of you. So if you're in western Arkansas, you need to take it a little bit more seriously with your reaction time today versus east. That's one thing I want to stress.
Also, another thing to keep in mind, everyone, we've not dealt with a afternoon and evening threat like this in quite some time across the state. Again, most time it's coming in either early morning, it's come in overnight events and stuff like that. Again, this is the first biggest risk that we've seen for severe across the state really in quite some time. I think January of 2020 was really the last event like this, and then of course March of 21 when we did have a Delta tornado outbreak then as well. So keep this in mind. We're going to get through this like we always do. We get through everything like we always do. We're going to be here all day. We're going to be on the road. We're going to be doing coverage. We're going to be on the road covering. We're going to be in studio covering. And the biggest thing to keep in mind, this is the initial round. We still have the cold front. It's just now entering northwest Arkansas. You have supercells that are expected to form this afternoon in southeast Arkansas. Folks, this is going to be a multi-round threat. Just because one storm goes through does not mean you are done. This is going to be a day where we're going to have to pay attention until at least 7 or 8 o'clock this evening.
Yep, I fully agree. You go ahead, Noah.
Yeah, so we did just get I think they're replacing the tornado warning with a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it. Right now, I think there we go. It just popped up. Once again, they did replace the tornado warning with a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on this. At 11:27 a.m., Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Russellville to 6 miles southeast of Ola to 7 miles northwest of Jesseville, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. OBS just disconnected. Storms are moving through my area, so this is going to be fun. Can y'all hear me? Okay, we're back.
Yep.
So, to repeat, this locations impacted include Conway, Morrilton, Fairfield Bay, Darnell, Aikens, Guy, Twin Groves, Prairie, Houston, Russellville, Clinton, Prairieville, Greenbrier, Pottsville, Damascus, and areas and surrounding areas around those areas as well. This does include Interstate 40 between mile markers 80 and 124, this is a tornado possible tag with this as well now, as they have replaced it with a severe thunderstorm warning. And yeah, they've allowed the tornado warning to expire. Or they've canceled the tornado warning. So once again, this is moving off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. This is a severe thunderstorm warning now with a tornado possible tag as well. So we'll continue to keep a close eye on that, and give me one moment here as well.
Yeah, I'm still here for Noah at this. And also, one more thing, we are traveling right now, so there may be a little bit of service issues here and there.
Yeah.
But we are still traveling at this point, guys. So to repeat, guys, the tornado warning still in effect for probably another 10 to 15 minutes.
They've allowed it to
drop. The
yeah.
tornado warning has drop. Okay, so Noah, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take off coverage for at this point. It's now a severe thunderstorm warning tornado possible. So interest. And I believe, I want to be correct about that this is going to be Highway 65 that's going to run from Conway up towards, from Conway to Greenbrier up north, just between Marshall and Conway. I'm on Highway 65. Watch the storm closely. Take your tornado precautions still. Regardless if this thing doesn't produce a tornado, it will be capable of producing 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts and hail with the storm here. So keep an eye on the storm. It is not tore pause for a reason. One more thing I'm going to stress to you guys while I have all 3,000 people on this live stream, which we love. We love each one of y'all, by the way, for being here. I want to stress that all these severe thunderstorm warnings, you may notice this too. All these severe thunderstorm warnings are tornado possible. And I'm thinking what Little Rock is doing today is, since the environment is so conducive for tornadoes, any storm that is able to go severe will have the potential of producing a tornado, even along a line or a supercell. So just keep that in mind for today. So all those severe thunderstorm warnings, they're putting tornado possible on it. That severe thunderstorm warning today, you got to treat it like it's a tornado warning.
Even though you're issued a severe thunderstorm warning,
Yeah.
tornadoes can and sometimes occur with no warning at all. In Arkansas, we've seen this time and time again where you get those quick spin up and you don't know it's a tornado until the National Weather Service goes and surveys damage a few days later. Again, keep this in mind. Heed every warning today. Today's one of those days. The atmosphere is conducive. It's probably one of the most conducive atmospheres I've seen in Arkansas since probably 2014. And it's one of those atmospheres that whenever storm gets going, it's going to go. Today, Monday was a question of if. Today's a question of when.
Yep.
And unfortunately, this is an afternoon, evening threat during the heat of the day, when the most severe weather does on average occur. So the biggest thing is, even if you're under caution, because when this trough does kick in, you're going to have winds 70, 80 miles an hour. You're all going to have non-thunderstorm wind at 30, 40 up to 50 miles an hour. So you're going to have that to do. There's how those things up. Or a tornado. And they're going to come down a little bit faster. So damage can occur in multiple ways today.
Yep.
Take every warning. I know you don't want to sit in your safe spot for hours on end. Today's one of those days where you want to sit in your safe spot for hours on end. Stay tuned to us and Channel 4 and Channel 16 all day long, and we will keep you ahead of the storm.
Yep.